What is going down, everyone? It's time for Mojobreak.com, The Hype, and we're in the midst of a lot of things going on in the hobby, including Series 2 hockey this week. Michael Misa just got an overtime goal, and he's going to have his first hockey Young Guns. And if you don't know about hockey, guys, you got to jump on the train right now because we are in a youth explosion for hockey. Celebrini, with the Sharks got Misa, Schaefer, Bedard, tons and tons of names. Jack Hughes, as we just talked about last week. But if you want to get into some Series 2 breaks at Mojobreak.com, use code SKATE10 for 10% off hockey breaks over there at Mojobreak.com. We'll also be doing it on Fanatics Live as well. Just no code there. Jump in those PYTs, but jump into the hockey breaks at Mojobreak.com. Flawless, we're going to talk some Flawless. We're going to talk some Mr. Wonderful. We're going to talk about a superfractor that is damaged. We've got lots of stuff to go over this week. And guys, what did you think about Flawless? The final Flawless. What did we think about it? Or did it live up to the hype? Flawless football, that is.
Felt like it was loaded, actually.
Did
there
you?
was
Yeah.
you know what I mean, there was a lot of shields, a lot of really, really nice patches. I mean, I think again, I'm not convinced this may be the last licensed football. I just realized our lights are out.
Oh
yeah, they are.
Yeah. Terrible podcasting right there, but I was like, I can't
Look,
not say anything.
Our lights in the studio here are beautiful, and wonderful.
Beautiful.
Yeah, but you're right. There's a solid chunk of lighting that is out in the shop.
But yeah, Flawless. They knocked it out the park. Do I love the price point? No, a little tough, but we're accustomed to that. That's we're kind of mercy of what the secondary market's gonna tell us what the product is worth. But they did have a lot of game used relics.
I was going to say I didn't feel like there was because every time somebody asked in our stream and our breaker turned the card around, it was like not from any specific event or
generally
game.
it's zero. I feel like this time you would flip them around, and I would say one out of every. And again, the rookies, we know why the rookies are not game used, but a lot of the veteran stuff, you turn it around, and it did say it was game used.
Yeah.
So that was, I think, refreshing.
Yeah, I mean that photo you showed of the Peyton Manning there, that is numbered to 5, by the way. So there's 5 shields, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And it's funny because they use the old shield, so you're like, oh, it's game used. And it's like, no, it's not. But
that's amazing. I can't believe that.
Yeah, it's like the old Reebok looking shield.
Well, I mean, if you got the Reebok shield laying around, you're not going to not use it, right?
It's your last opportunity to use it, so it might as well. I mean, I liked it. It was good. It had a lot of, I mean, Myles Garrett's in it now, which a lot of people have been wanting Myles Garrett stuff. If you guys don't know the story about Myles Garrett, 2017 draft, he was the first overall pick. The card, he didn't sign any deals because apparently he wanted first round quarterback money. So not even Leaf signed him. I mean, Panini said no. Topps obviously didn't have the license at the time. So there just wasn't a lot of Myles Garrett autographs out there for, I think, 5 or 6 years now. And finally, I think since he's won the Defensive Player of the Year, he's broke the sack record. Now he's kind of worth what he's asking for. So he's been showing up in product.
I wonder if, we don't know the negotiations on that, but his asking price probably went up.
Could be.
So I was actually, because there was some rumblings going around like, why would Myles Garrett be like the main encased autograph? And I was like, well, he hasn't signed. And then I took a step back and I'm like, the amount of money that Panini may have paid him to sign, you better believe that's going to be the main hit in the box.
Yeah.
Because he might be the most expensive signer that they have in the product.
Could be, and I think it's a big difference in the rookie year because in the rookie year they're going to need him to sign 5,000 to 10,000 autographs, and if he's asking $100 an autograph, they're like, that's not in the budget. For these, they're probably 100 to 200 at a time.
I was actually thinking, let's play guess that price on the fly for a sports card autograph signing for Panini. What do you think Myles Garrett gets paid per autograph?
$100 easily.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you
Probably
think?
right.
What do you think? $100?
I'd say, yeah, I'll go 100.
I think it's $800.
Really?
I think it's probably an insane price.
That's crazy.
I think I would bet that it is an absolutely insane price. I would say it breaks down to somewhere between $500 to $800.
Yeah.
That's nuts. You may be right. And he protected his value by not signing. I think he was doing some deals with like Cleveland and signing their helmets and things like that, but he wasn't signing cards.
He's the best defensive player of his generation.
Yeah, easily.
But way better than Aaron Donald.
Yeah, obviously no autos.
Well, I mean,
Same generation.
not okay.
Yeah.
Aaron Donald's the greatest defensive player ever to play.
No, I don't know about that.
Ever to lace him up.
He's behind Myles Garrett. What do you guys think? Myles Garrett or Aaron Donald? Who's the greatest of all time?
They play different positions.
That's tough.
But it's safe to say Aaron Donald's the greatest defensive tackle ever to play.
I think it's fair.
Yeah.
It's fair. Yeah.
Didn't play long enough.
Didn't play long enough.
Well, how many years did he play? He was 14 rookie, right?
He was a decade, right? He had a decade in the NFL.
Yeah, probably about 10 years.
Yeah, he played more than Chris Borland.
He did.
He most certainly did.
He played longer than Patrick
I was
Willis.
going to say he did play longer than Patrick Willis. Let's see. Yeah, 10-year career. 154 games, 154 games.
How many Pro Bowls?
Every
154.
single year of his career, he was a Pro Bowler.
Even in 2010.
Even in 2014 to
2014.
Four years before his freshman year.
Yeah.
Freshman year in college, he was a Pro Bowler.
1, 2, yeah, let's see. AP first, all pro first team, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years in a row, and then his final year.
So only 1 year he didn't make.
There was only 2 years because his rookie year and then 2022 when he only played 11 games. So that's it. Any full season other than rookie year, he was first team All Pro.
Yeah.
Defensive Player of the Year 3 times.
It was great when he threw his helmet on the field, Niner Stadium. That was awesome.
He did that.
And you know the other great, he never laced him up for another team.
No, he did not. This is true. Retired at 32. Not bad. Good
career.
Life. Yeah, good life you can get it. Myles Garrett, I'm just looking up his biggest cards right now. This is
Prism.
And again, there's nothing signed here, so I'm curious what these prices will look like once we actually get some signatures. But here you go. This is via card ladder right now. A absolute purple kaboom SSP 2025 $8,900.
That can't be right.
I don't get it either. Another Kaboom Gold 5124.
The purple
that's a PSA 10.
Kabooms are not numbered. I was actually just reading something today. Like they're not numbered, but apparently they're like they could be numbered to 3, but they're not stamped.
If I remember correctly, they were only available in first off the line that year.
Okay.
So
yeah, you do have some rookie stuff here. I think his highest rookie has the Gold Prism, $5,000 PSA 10 rookie. So
I think it's a good buy.
But unlike Donald, he's probably not going to have a Super Bowl if he stays in Cleveland. I mean, unless something drastically changes. And Shedeur Sanders made the Pro Bowl though, but maybe they put it together.
Yeah, you want to talk about Pro Bowls?
Look, there's a lot of guys who have made Pro Bowls. Who am I thinking of? Baltimore backup
Huntley.
Tyler Huntley.
Yeah,
Pro Bowler.
Yep.
So
It's kind of a joke.
yeah, literally when you look up Tyler Huntley Pro Bowl is the first result. There you go.
I mean, and they did draft. I think Mason Graham made the Pro Bowl as well, right? So they got. Cleveland always has a great defense. It's just the polar opposite on the other side of the football. They just have a horrible offense usually. Yeah. So when they do win games, it's like 10-3 or something. So, but it's tough because it's going to go down as one of the greatest. At least Donald goes down as one of the greatest. Does have a Super Bowl under his belt, but Myles Garrett's going to be a little tough.
Remember that time he wrapped up Jimmy Garoppolo in the NFC Championship game, and then Jimmy just kind of tossed it up, and it was an interception.
I don't remember that.
The game. It was a good one.
Future Arizona Cardinals starter Jimmy Garoppolo from
Probably
the rumblings I'm hearing.
And it looks like they're going to release Kyler Murray.
Jeez,
great.
Good job. Kyler Murray.
Good job, everybody.
I can see Kyler Murray coming to the Rams.
Oh, jeez.
Backing up.
No, he's not going to back up anybody.
Okay, what is
Absolutely.
He might be a backup fringe.
Okay. Not going to back up anybody is crazy talk because what has Kyler done?
There's
basically take a stand and be like, I don't back up anybody.
I get it. You're right, but I just don't foresee any scenario. There's a team out there
Cleveland.
who goes, we can fix him. There's no way he's backing up next year. No way.
He's probably going to be on
I
the
will
Jets.
bet on that.
He's probably
That
gonna
is,
be on the
that
Jets.
is something I will bet right now.
okay.
He's not backing up.
The
He's a starter.
The Jets would be like,
Jets.
and you think the Jets are having internal conversations saying that they can fix him?
Minnesota.
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 Well, no, it's Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins
That's
forever,
the easy
forever,
one.
forever
Look,
Viking.
There's the easy solution. Okay, Kirk Cousins, yeah, fine. Maybe we can squeeze out 9 wins out of a Kirk Cousins season. Or there's somebody there who's thinking, but what if we unlock Kyler and we have Justin Jefferson? Maybe we suddenly are a 14-win team next year.
Anybody watch?
I don't know.
Anybody watch the combine?
A little bit.
Saw some highlights.
Yeah.
There's that tight end who broke the 40 record.
That's right.
For tight ends.
Pretty cool.
There was some receiver that was like literally catching all the balls in like full stride too. That was like ridiculous.
Was it Mekhi Lemon?
No, but people are hating on him
Yeah,
for
he
his
did.
interview.
It was a weird it was like it had like WWE vibes. Like it had like pro wrestling
Interesting.
it was a weird interview. I don't know.
So back to Flawless. I saw this on Twitter. Breaking's been going on. I mean, we started breaking. We're first ones with the website in 2010. So there's been 15 years of people trying to create different types of breaks and different styles, whether it be pick your player, whether it be random team, whether it be
pick your parallel.
Pick your parallel. This one's interesting. It is courtesy of Run Good Life on X. Contender for worst break format of the year. Full case of 2025 Flawless NFL Hobby. $1 start auctions. 320 spots. So all teams have 10 spots. So Eagles 0, Eagles 1, Eagles 2, and that represents the serial number on the left side. So there's only 20 cards in the case. So minimum 300 losers out of the 320 spots. So for example, if you pull a Tyler Shuck 5 of 10, it goes to the Saints 5 spots. So wanted to discuss this, and I wanted to see if the listeners like it. I got to imagine the auction itself is going to take you about 2.5 hours to go through.
Yeah.
A sizable amount of time.
And the product is going to take 15 minutes to rip.
Maybe.
10 minutes.
Yeah. Boy.
I mean, I look at it, and I'm going to play devil's advocate. I don't like it. I don't like it. But you also have what's the difference between that and a player break? Because a player break potentially could have close to that same amount.
True.
Well, if you get the Patriots 0 spot and Drake May, would be a rookie. But if a Drake May comes out and it's, 1 of 1, you don't get it. But if you get the Drake May spot in the full player break, any card that comes out of Drake May is yours.
Yeah, but you're still going to potentially have 300 losers in a player break.
You are. But I think it's at least a little bit more, I think, with that format.
I think the way they're doing it with like fractionizing the teams, it makes it super confusing with what you're getting as a consumer.
I think at least with a player break.
Break, yeah, you're right. Like you get a player, you're like, I'm rooting for this player to come out of the case.
Right.
Yes.
Granted, there's probably going to be just as many losers in that case as there are going to be in this format.
I think, though, too, the price, there's a lot more price variety probably with a player break because there are going to be some real cheap players out there, whereas, like, all these spots, the Eagles' 10 spots are all going to be priced the 1 of 1 probably differently, but, like, most of the other ones probably will be priced pretty similarly, I would imagine.
But again, you're doing it this way. Let's say you get the Niners and number 5. Well, that can be anything. It's the
you get Fred Warner, Brock Purdy.
I can get
George Kittle.
I can get Debo Samuel. I can get Montana. I can get Young. You list through all the different Niners that you can get, as opposed to a player break where you're like, I can get Fred Warner, and that's it. That's all I can get.
But I think you're right. Like for seasoned hobbyists like ourselves or somebody that's involved in this, you're going to go to the checklist yourself and you're going to imagine all the possibilities. But if you're just new to the format and you're jumping in, you want to get something, you're like, what does 49ers 1 mean?
Yes. There's a lot of confusion.
That's where it's like you can write as much as you want in the description. It's just like, okay, so now that person's like, does that mean like the number 1 player on the Niners? So I get George Kittle,
or if the first card that comes out that's a 49er. I get it because
Right.
So yeah, I think from a consumer, it is consumer standpoint super confusing, and I don't like it, but I get why people are doing it. I mean, let's face it, it's unfortunately it's a way to try to push more money out of the product.
Yeah.
Well, it's a lot lower risk on the seller, right? Because they have 320 spots to try to make money as opposed to 32.
Right.
And honestly, I bet if you went through the data and looked at the past breaks in that format, I would probably say that they've been pretty successful in making over market, if not close to market.
Well, what's
over
the
market.
math on if they needed to take in 14,000 divided by 320? What's the math on that? I should be able to figure that out in my head, but can't.
320. 43.75.
So they're still need to get almost $50 a spot. That's tough.
Right. When you know, again, guaranteed, it's going to be at least 300 people in that break or 300 spots in that break.
In best case scenario.
Right.
And how do you keep up with it? Like, obviously, like the main spots are going to be the ones, right? So like the Giants 1, because you could get the shield of Dart, right? So Giants 1 would be probably a top spot. But what if you have like a lot of? How do you even keep up as a breaker to be like the Giants 101 still available? The Niners 101 still available? Like it's just like it's just so much. Yeah, I know it makes my head hurt.
I was gonna say it makes my head spin a little bit because I've been in the scenario of like with bigger products and you're trying to fill up the break throughout the night and you go, all right, well this team isn't moving. I guess we'll go with the serial number and try to see if we can make it work that way. And it's fine to do that every once in a while. Of like, hey, I'm just trying to fill up this break,
and that essentially is what they are doing.
Right.
But they're
From the outset.
Instead of doing it with one big team,
right.
They're doing it with all 32 teams.
Right. So there's a team there where you're like, doing it with the worst team in this product doesn't really make any sense to me.
There are 20 cards. I mean, what if this was done on a product like Dynasty where there's only 5 cards?
Right. And I'm sure it will.
And to say what if, I'm probably sure it has been done.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I mean, don't love it. I mean, but if it's selling, I guess there are some people that do love it. So,
or at least are willing to say, well, it's the most affordable way I'm going to get into this break. So I'll take my shot.
Now, as a seller, we know that we have to, and I'm assuming this was done on Whatnot, is what I'm assuming. That there wasn't any context on where it was done, but you have to send something. So you have to send something. Now, I think people can get away with if like a guy had 15 orders and he got 1 card in the break, then you don't have to send him anything because it's all combined. But if the guy had, 1 spot, like if you had essentially 320 buyers, which I know this probably won't happen, but if you had 320 individual buyers, you would have to send out 300 packages of something because you can't not send somebody something on their order. So, I mean, I know guys are probably sending out base cards. I know we've done that in the past, like a pack of base cards, a retail pack. But I mean, at $320, depending on how much they made, I guarantee they're not sending out they're not sending out packs because then they would probably make no money on the break. So, that's another like caveat to have to do all of that work, and then you're still going to have to send something to everybody that's out there, or you'll violate the terms and conditions of the platform.
Yeah, I remember when breaks used to be just break regular, man.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, when a breaks costed a dime.
32 teams.
Boy, the first time we were really like introduced to the serial number stuff and the just to kind of go behind the scenes, the back and forth of like, boy, these are harder to sort. These are confusing to sort.
Well,
like
I mean, yeah,
doing it on the fly too.
It's been well documented, and I've been told this. I'm not a huge fan of the serial numbers.
No,
I have apparently in the industry as a whole, I'm in the minority. I think most of the people who consume breaks, I think they actually enjoy the serial number format.
I think they do, but I'm also thinking about how we used to rip, and I'm not advising anybody to do this, but I'm just thinking out loud, like actually a filler isn't that bad if you think about it in terms of a 320 spot break, right? So what a filler used to be back in the day is to say that a breaker had 15 teams left in the break, like PYT, or 15 random team spots. What they would do is they would make that 30 right? And you'd pay half the price of the spot. So let's just say the spot he was trying to get was $60. Well, he would change it to $30 and sell like double the amount. So sells 30 spots. 15 people get a team at half off, and 15 people get nothing. I mean, if you think about the math, math is better.
It's
better than this in a way.
I don't understand why that isn't done on those platforms. And I know like you technically can't do those, but what if you had a cheaper, like let's say a 5-box blaster break, right? Where like you do the filler, but if you don't get one of those, you just get put into the cheaper. You get a spot in like the cheaper break. So technically, you're getting something.
I think the key to all of this is to keep the dream alive. I think if you do a filler and like to your not to your point, but to the point where I was saying, you get nothing. There's no dream. You have no dream. But if you give somebody a 1 or a 9 on the Cardinals, so say the Arizona Cardinals, there's a chance that Kurt Warner might come up. You know, there's a chance. There's a small chance. It's a very minuscule chance of it happening, but there is a chance you're selling the dream. But when you offer somebody something less than what they're paying for, then there's literally no dream. Even with maybe the blaster approach. Well, I'm not going to get a hit. I'm just going to get base cards. That's like, there's no dream there. And I don't know if that's the right phrase, but I'm just like, it's like, it's like if you bought a lottery ticket and they just told you, like, you went in there for the California lottery and you bought one and they're like, you're going to lose. You know, right away. You had no dream.
I will tell you that, like, if you go to a convenience store or a gas station and there's people there who are doing like scratchers, and I'm talking about California specifically, I've watched multiple people buy scratchers and they just scratch the bottom barcode off and they just scan it.
Right.
They don't even actually scratch
Just tell me. Yeah.
They don't even scratch to see if they to play the game.
No, they just want to see if they won.
Just like barcode scan, and I'm like,
no fun.
like that's where's the dream?
Yeah.
where's
the Band-Aid.
Where's the entertainment? Like,
Well, that's like people ripping packs in the store. I actually just ran into a friend of mine at Levi's, and he was saying, "Man, I go to your shop, and there's just like people leave their cards," and I'm like, "Yeah, because they don't want the base cards." And it's like, he's like, "That's crazy." He's like, "I keep all my cards," and I said, "Yeah, I mean, for the most part, I do too, you know. But these people they just want numbered rookies or hits. They don't want the rest of it. They don't want the base."
We should, you know what we need to do? I know we have like we should have like a little spot. Maybe you could throw your base in and it gets, sent to like sent to kids or something. I don't know. Figure that out.
They leave them on the table, and I think they do
Right.
get
The
kids kind of go through those things. But yeah, I want to skip to around the hobby because there was this is a break oriented topic. It looks like over the weekend, our good friend Rich Layton Sports Cards had this card that came out that it kind of went viral. I think you've seen it by now, but it was when he opened the packet, it was just curled piece of thing. He was very confused. It almost looked like he had a Draymond Green moment where he just kind of was frozen, and probably what I would have done as well. And it was just the front of a Cooper Flag Superfractor finishers. So it was missing the back half of the card. So it was curled, and it almost looked like, if somebody was saying like a V-Friend sticker, it kind of looked like that, where it was like a super sticker. So obviously the card came apart at some point in the making of the card. And
or was never actually put together.
Or was never put together.
That's what I tend to think.
I mean, what's funny is there's probably 700 to 800 unique cards in that set, and then not even counting the 101 versions of all of them.
And that's the one.
And that's the one that it happened to.
Arguably one of the biggest. I mean,
top 20 at least.
Top 20, and the finishers are a really popular SP. Yeah, that's easily. I put it in the top 10 cases in the product. I think so.
I feel like, I mean, we've been doing this long enough. I feel like we have seen that.
Topps Finest, by the way. Yeah.
We've seen that before. Like if it's like an optic or something like that. Like I know I've opened up a pack where I've seen just the film of the card without the backing.
Yeah.
Now it's usually just like a base card or something like that. Never to the caliber of like, the most sought after player
The conversation too felt very like we would all have that conversation. Do we mag it?
Yeah.
Should we put a mag?
What do we do
I
with
don't
this?
know. Like yeah, let's do it. I think we'd all be having that conversation.
I mean,
It's bizarre.
we also no. I mean, Topps has obviously seen it. I mean, they have checks and balances. You can do a replacement on that. I mean, that card is going to get replaced.
Oh,
right?
I think definitely, and not that they wouldn't have anyway, but it being highly publicized, I assume that they're gonna come out and they're gonna try to make it as fast as possible. I mean, it's not an autograph, so they should be able to.
I mean, it's already half made.
It's already half made. Well, I mean, I'm assuming because it looks like it's a little damaged on the bottom of the film because.
It's got flattened out.
It looks like maybe in my opinion, it looks like maybe the heat of the pack machine separated it, and it went into two, and there's probably the other half somewhere else. And they're going to replace it. It's just what they're going to probably do is they're going to request Leighton or the customer to send that portion back, right? Because they don't want two of these out in existence. Send that portion back. They're going to probably destroy that, and then make a new one, send it to the customer, and everybody's happy.
I think you can rub out those edges.
Yeah.
Get a little like what's the Kurt's card care?
Look, if it's got a little adhesive on the back, we all got dummy cards lying around. Just slap it on. Slap it on. You got a card. You got a super
slap it on a dummy card. Get a glue stick.
Good to go.
Get a
little Elmer's glue.
Little glue stick and just slap it right on there. And then you can mag it up.
Little bubble gum.
Yeah,
send it into PSA. See what it gets.
Yeah, crack open a 1980 Topps. Chew up some old 40 some odd year bubble gum and stick it on. You're good to go.
Yeah, let's make a positive spin on this.
I mean,
that card's fine.
The fear, and hopefully this isn't the case, is that there is another one out there that is a complete card, and then this is what maybe it was a test print that got snuck in there somehow. Hopefully that's not the case.
Because then there would be two.
Then there would be two.
Because I think Topps has to replace it and remake the card. So like, I mean, we'll see. I mean,
God, that's the worst. If you think about that, that's like the worst odds for Topps. Like out of any card that could have happened to, it's almost like, and I'm going to knock on wood saying this. It's like, we send out 20,000 packages here a week, and it's like, the one time we hit a $200,000 card, like that's the one that gets lost. Out of all the 500,000 packages we sent for the year, the one package that couldn't have got lost didn't. And it doesn't happen because we ship securely, but I'm going to knock on wood because I'm a superstitious individual. But we
would have air tagged that thing up. So.
We would have. Yeah, we would have.
It couldn't have been the, no offense to Warrior Legend Guy Santos, but it couldn't have been the one of one Guy Santos or something,
Right.
Why'd it have to be Cooper?
I mean, first off,
you
mean the 3-year extended?
You're right. Yeah, 15 years, 3 years.
15
years.
15.
Well, excuse me.
15 years.
We're making the full commitment on Guy.
15 years, $3 million. Hell of a deal.
3 years, 15 million. Anyway, no offense.
Stud.
He's good.
I know. Steph's got another setback too. So.
I know.
Tough to watch the Warriors.
They're
in the 8th spot. They might play playoffs.
I watched that Warriors-Lakers game. That was tough. It was a tough watch.
I have been saying this, and I saw some folks in Arizona this week and talking about what Bay Area sports, and I said if it's Sharks and Warriors right now, I tune into Sharks.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't even think about
Sharks
it.
had they had an amazing weekend. They had
great weekend.
Saturday and Sunday matinees.
Did they move up into a playoff spot because of these yet?
Not quite yet.
Not quite, but I mean they beat
they're 2 points back.
Beat the Oilers and beat the Jets, two very good teams.
It's a tough schedule coming.
I know
up,
Hellebuck too. I felt bad for him on that little deflection. How do you stop that?
Yeah.
Well, Will Smith batted in the air. They're saying Will Smith spring training. Will Smith.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
Hit it right out of the air.
Pretty good.
Kevin O'Leary. I'm torn on this. So Kevin O'Leary. Kevin O'Leary was at the SAG-AFTRA Awards for actors, I guess, because he's in a movie that came out with Timothy Chalamet. And he bought the Kobe MJ Dual Logoman for, I believe, 12 or 13 million. Is that the number?
It was 12 something million. I mean, at the time, it was the biggest card sale of all time.
And he teased that he was going to do something special with his card because of the big Pokemon sale of the Illustrator that sold for 16 million on Golden. He teased that he was going to do something, and sure as heck, he pretty much did the same exact thing that Logan Paul did. He got this thing diamond encrusted, put it on a chain. Apparently, it had more diamonds and was worth more from the diamond standpoint than Logan Paul's was. but he paraded that around the red carpet. I'm torn because I think it's good publicity for the hobby, but I'm also thinking it's like, this has already been done and you're now a copycat and, you know, you're 71. So,
yeah.
I'm torn.
You're torn?
I'm torn because it is bringing publicity to our hobby. Now, is that publicity in the best interest of him? Probably.
I also think he was quoted saying the card is worth 17 million?
20
million.
So
because of the
he-
diamonds.
So, but he didn't. But I actually think I think the chain was worth 250,000.
That's the thing is because remember, I did
So
the
he
math.
just added like $5 to $6 million because he owns it.
I had to look it up when the Logan Paul the Pikachu sold because I thought the chain's probably adding up a lot of value there. $75,000 for the chain, obviously not a cheap chain, but like that's not jumping the value up however many $10 million. So yeah, to his claim that adds $8 million.
It's not even his card.
No,
Isn't it Shine?
No, I think
isn't
they're
it Shine?
co-owned.
yes,
Yeah,
it's
but-
part of that new.
But it's
venture.
not fully his card.
No,
Like Shine should be on the red carpet with him.
should be.
Could you imagine? Like, I mean, he's got a lot more money than I will ever have in my entire life. But could you imagine just thinking about making sure that thing's on your neck, like it didn't fall off,
Oh, I
or
know.
somebody grabbed it from you? I mean, I'm sure he maybe had some security detail on him, but I mean, he was very boastfully saying that's $20 million. So hopefully he had a car pick him up in the back. Like he wasn't really in public much with it because that's kind of putting a target on your back. there.
I'll throw this out too. There's something that just dawned on me. So the director of Marty Supreme is what the movie that Kevin O'Leary's in. So he's actually really, really good in it, which is the most shocking thing. But the director of it, Josh Safdie, there was not even rumors. It was confirmed that him and his brother were making a movie. Also, because did you guys see Uncut Gems? They also did that movie. That their next movie was gonna be Adam Sandler once again, and it was going to be
The card shop one?
about the world of cards. And
Yeah, wasn't that
collectibles.
like 3 years ago?
Yes. So I don't know if it's kind of come to a halt. I don't know if it's still happening. There's a little part of me that's like, are we getting a little like, are we starting to maybe start the publicity for that of like, oh, that movie's going to be actually happening now. So
Or maybe they're going to use some of this
just don't
footage.
know.
sure. And
I don't-
that's one where 100% they would put Shine in that movie.
I don't know if kids are just
They would do it.
seeing Mr. Wonderful and being like, man, that guy's cool.
No, nobody.
That guy's good.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know, they're
When you talk to like a
I don't know.
16-year-old
If there's
nowadays.
like 15-year-old kids like going to high school being like, "You guys see how cool Mr. Wonderful was last night?"
Yeah, but they're not going to be able to afford it, to be fair.
yeah.
Right? I mean, 20 million. Maybe he's like trying to convince all of his 71-year-old billionaire friends that they got to do the same thing and they got to get the next one.
Here's the thing. He went to the after parties afterwards, and we can make fun of it all we want. He absolutely got some people to look and go, what's going on here?
Yep.
Some big names walking around that room in Hollywood. And I'm sure there's a few actors and actresses who left that party and went, well, now I know about this thing.
Well,
And I had no
it
idea.
was a lot of people going like, "Wait, that's worth how much?
Right.
And
Oh.
you paid how much?"
There was a lot of people also who probably went, who is this fool? Who is this
what?
idiot walking around? It's 50-50. It is. And he just cares about the people who walked out and went, I want to know more about that. So, yeah, I don't know. Do something different. That's all I say. You know what he should have done? He should have made like brass knuckles. So like put the card, like have it like soldered onto like a brass knuckles and hold it like that, hold it up to people like that. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
not bad,
He
Yeah, have it on
should
your hand like that. That'd be kind of
he should have
cool actually.
tried to do something unique and not he just did the same thing that the Paul brothers have been doing
Yeah.
for the last 5 years.
Do something different. And at this point too, it's also just so obvious that it's like, I no longer own the most valuable card in the hobby. Well, better go on the red carpet and say it is the most valuable card in the hobby.
What if you like
just
embedded
speak it
it
into
What if
existence.
you like embedded it into your wallet? So like the outside of your wallet
Yes.
is actually the card. So you can just be like, well, I got $20 million.
Or wear like
I
a
got $20 million.
10-gallon cowboy hat.
Right.
Has it as a logo on the hat.
Phone case. Have it be his phone case.
Phone
so
case,
you take
yeah.
the phone out and look at this thing. What's
Oh,
this
look.
sitting back
Do
here?
you have a $20 million
Right.
phone case?
I've seen the people. I'm sure.
I think actually a phone case is probably a lot cooler.
that would have been
than-
cool. What if he
yeah.
took a phone call? Oh, sorry, I got to take this real quick, and held it. And
Yeah,
there's
but
the
then it's
card.
not front and center all the time. Like this to
That's-
give him
yes.
credit,
Well, okay,
this is
okay.
there all the time.
How about a big old belt buckle?
Big belt buckle would be
Incredible.
good.
But then your shirt could cover it. You know, he's got that.
No,
He's,
no,
look at
no.
what he's wearing. He's wearing.
No,
it's
it's
covered. He doesn't have a belt buckle.
It's full like rodeo
I
championship.
was gonna say you
like,
got to go
belt
cowboy
buckle.
with that thing. You got to have it like the shirt is tucked over the
Oh
belt
yeah, yeah.
buckle. 100%. Yeah. The phone and two, that's like a thing. I've seen a lot of people with their phone cases. They'll put like a Pokemon card inside the phone
Yeah, I've
case
seen
so
that
they
too.
can kind of like identify it. So that's him.
I think we
with the
just came
ultimate
out
things.
with a bunch of really cool ideas.
better ideas than what he
better
did.
ideas.
Yeah. So
But I mean,
But yeah, I mean, showing, and then it's funny that the Kobe LeBron from the last year of Licensed Exquisite was discovered.
Yeah.
By Sam Nubbs, who's a huge Exquisite collector. He's the guy, I don't know if you remember seeing videos. He like smokes a cigarette while he's opening up a box of Exquisite with his kid. He's really loud, and guy's got endless amounts of money, it seems like. And so apparently somebody had this in their collection. People thought it was still in the boxes because it hadn't appeared, but apparently somebody had it 20 years tucked away, never to see the light of day, and now he has it.
so he bought it.
He bought it.
sheesh.
And I don't think he said how much he paid. He said he paid a lot for it.
Yeah, I would imagine.
I think he said seven. He said seven figures.
So, yeah.
A lot of cards getting unearthed. You saw the Aaron Judge Superfractor too, the first Bowman
Yeah.
Superfractor. Now that's going up to auction.
First Bowman Superfractor. You mean
right.
a 2013?
2013.
Doesn't say first Bowman.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
For all intents and purposes,
The no.
the first Bowman.
It's the no first Bowman.
The no
The no
first.
first.
the no first Bowman.
That's right.
The Noman.
The Noman.
But yeah, something interesting to follow and see what Kevin O'Leary does next.
Yeah. It might be that card movie. If it does ever happen, it may not be happening anymore. But if it does happen,
Yeah, I
Him and Shine
I
are
really
gonna be
feel
front
like
and
that was talked about 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah,
and
it's-
I was like waiting. I thought it was just going to go straight to Netflix.
And both the brothers have made different
Sandler
movies.
does have a deal with Netflix. It
He
seems
does.
like a lot of his stuff goes straight to Netflix.
he does like I think it's usually a one for him, one for them, like where he does one on Netflix and then he'll do like a theatrical one. So he goes back and forth, I think. All right, Doug's out for the day, but before we take off, we got new products to talk about. We've got Series 2 hockey,
Oh yeah,
which Young Gun checklist strong on this one, and that kind of tends to be the case. I feel like with Series 2.
I gotta tell you, man, I got hockey on the dome.
Oh yeah,
Like hockey. I mean, it's firing on all cylinders. We have this young, like crop of like just phenomenal hockey players right
Yeah.
now. I can't remember a time, at least recently, where like everybody is just so excited about hockey.
it's been like very good.
It
We
just-
had the draft success, and this was like a few months ago, near the beginning of the season. I talked about it with Doug Plagans. I think it was in December. How I think the rate of the actual success rate of high draft picks in hockey
Sure.
is better, I think, than any other major professional American sport right now. Like, I just feel like you look at the amount of first rounders, obviously, for football QBs over the last 5 or 6 years. Look at the amount in the NBA, and then look at the amount in hockey that you could say these are now legitimately the people we're all chasing. And I think hockey is the percentage is higher, is much higher.
I also just think like so internationally as well and domestically, but the Four Nations tournament was a huge success.
Yep.
And then again, great crop of rookies coming into the league, performing, kind of handing over they're like the new guard of the face of hockey. You go into the Olympics, and the Olympics was phenomenal. Another great international, a lot of eyeballs. But what I love about the Olympic break, it's like you have that momentum and you just went straight back into the season.
Yep.
Like you went it ended on Sunday, and it was like bam, Wednesday, you're like back into the NHL season. You're gaining that momentum. It's safe to say I would say like ratings are probably up across the board on,
I would imagine,
pretty much any hockey team.
I think
right
so.
now.
I think there's such a unique, hockey is in such a unique cultural moment right now because over the weekend, SNL, the host of SNL was, I think, the co-star of that big HBO show, Heated Rivalry.
Okay. Yeah.
And then you had the women's team. You had two members of the women's team. You had the Hughes brothers all there on the show. And I'm like, when is the last time hockey has had that much of a pop culture moment, like for that big of an audience? Is kind of wild.
And you got a lot of buzz, you got a lot of eyeballs, and we're heading into the end of the season and the playoffs. And it's safe to say the playoff format for the NHL is tremendously entertaining.
Oh, yeah.
So if we could just keep that momentum and keep everybody engaged into the playoffs and then into the Stanley Cup Finals, Hockey is going to be one of those sports that it's really going to start taking off again because I feel like, I mean, when was the lockout? The lockout was.
I mean, honestly, I think
was it close to a decade ago?
Oh, more. It's been 20 years. Over 20 years.
Has it been 20 years? I felt like they lost so much momentum, and it's safe to say it took 20 years to try to build that back.
04 was the lockout. And it felt like that was, even if we didn't realize it at the time, it was absolutely the moment where hockey lost its footing and it became firmly the fourth most popular of the four American sports.
I have felt that way until very recently where I'm like, oh, we're getting back on the right track. It took 16 years, or 22 years.
22 years it took.
It took 22 years.
Yeah.
And we got it figured out.
Can't squander this opportunity. I think you've just got, again, like the fact that there's all of these things that we just mentioned. And then, of course, incredible timing with this product for it to be a great Matthew Schaefer, who's been a great rookie sensation for the Islanders.
Yep.
Sharks have two huge rookie young guns with Michael Misa, Sam Dickinson. You got a few other guys. I think it's Ben Kendall from the Bruins is another big chase in this one. So great crop of young guns for Series 2 hockey. So that'll be fun. That's releasing. I think that's going to be coming out on Wednesday.
And the format's the same. I mean, it's one of the flagship products, Rubber Deck, are some of the best values. I mean, the rookie young guns are the true rookies that you're chasing. And you get a hobby box, you're guaranteed 6 of them?
Yep.
So, I mean, it's just a tremendous value.
Yeah, it's a great one to. I still am kicking myself. I still might get one. That's the thing is, I want to get a Macklin Series 2 from years ago, and I know the price is about doubled, but even now, it's not like there's still a little part of me that go, you know what? Still feels worth it to just grab one.
Just get
one. Given the odds, you said it. So, and of course, Sharks. All rising tides lift all ships, right? I think Misa and Dickinson. Misa's starting to have some nice games, and
Misa's looking good. He had a game winner against the Jets over the weekend, and forget Will Smith. I feel like Will Smith gets lost in the shuffle because there are so many young guys who are on that team, but Will Smith is a beast.
He is. He is. It's nice that there's no shortage of incredible young talent right now on the Sharks. It's been a while since we could say that. Shifting over to basketball, Tops 3 basketball, the first officially licensed version of it comes out this week. This was a product last year that I thought was, to put it generously, interesting. 3 cards in the product.
Well, it is called Tops 3.
It is called Tops 3. Obviously angled as a high-end release, and now we're getting this is going to be the first officially licensed version of it. This is also, I'm trying to think, have we really had an officially licensed what have been the high-end releases so far for basketball?
I mean, Midnight would probably be the closest thing. This product is going to do very, very well because it's licensed. We've actually seen every single release that Topps has come out with from the basketball category has performed well.
Yeah.
Minus, I think, the secondary market on Midnight. I mean, Midnight was good, but it got up to almost $1,000 a hobby box,
Right.
which was insane.
It was too much.
But Finest has performed well. Chrome was nuts.
Yeah.
Flagship was really good. So now getting the first licensed high end, this is going to perform really well. The individual cards are going to perform really well in the secondary market. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it.
I'm also trying to, because everything is like, oh, this is Topps' version of this, or this is Panini's version of that. The thing I've been trying to lock down, I don't feel like there's like a very simple comparison to make for this product, or maybe
one and one.
Yeah, I guess it would be 1 and 1, right?
But 3,
right? But it's
1 and 1, but 3,
right? Yeah, I guess that would be the closest. And maybe that's why I'm not thinking 1 and 1 because there's 3 cards in it. But it's the variety. It's like the closest they're gonna have to.
Some would say 3 better.
You're right.
It's our Spinal
Or
Tap.
2,
It's
yeah.
our 2 better. It's
Yeah,
our
2
spine.
better.
It's our Spinal Tap
But
moment.
this one goes to 3.
This one has 3.
3 cards. Yeah, that's a good
2
point.
better.
I didn't really think about that because of the amount of variety, the amount of different designs you're getting out of it. I mean, there's not really like a downtown comp here.
I mean, they definitely probably have some type of short prints, but
Yeah.
it's going to take a while for the market to really latch on to which one of these short prints they really enjoy and want to collect.
Yeah, the odds are all up right now. I'm just kind of doing like a quick look. You got Monsters of the Deep.
Monsters of the Deep could be it.
It could be. Well,
Could be. You never
those
know.
are the toughest ones. 1 out of every 51 packs.
Feel like it's got a little too many words in it.
Yeah, I think I'm seeing.
I feel like the collector community wants a short print that is the name is short and sweet.
Right.
Straight to the point.
Let's see here. Here's a look real quick at this is Shaquille O'Neal. This comes on the Beckett checklist. This is the Monsters of the Deep right there with Shaq right there kind of going around with a shark behind him. And
okay.
All right. There it is. Monsters of the Deep.
There it is.
Apparently one of the toughest SP pulls in it. So yeah, the designs are very colorful. They're very animated. There's like some very comic booky sort of designs and
pretty. Or is it 3? Are they all the cards encased?
I think so. And Topps just did this with Marvel the Collector, so it's like it's probably going to be a new, and we've seen it with other baseball products too. So this is going to be probably a recurring format that we're going to see in football and in other products coming up. So yeah, it's going to do well, like you said. But if you're still looking for these sort of, if you need the itch scratched of like NT flawless, we're not quite there yet. We'll wait till we get some confirmation on, are we going to get some sort of Diamond Icons? Obviously, Dynasty should be on the horizon.
I do believe Diamond Icons is going to come out at some point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if you're basically talking about like, the logo mans, like what product are the logo mans going to go in? What product are the champ tag is going to go into? What product are the sponsorship like patches going to go into? I think that's what a lot of people are wondering right now.
Well, we should look. You know what? I'll double check here. I don't think they're in here, but worth a shot to at least to look. And maybe we're getting some logo mans and stuff in this product, but I've not seen any confirmation. Well, when I look up Logo Man, and there you go, you might have just heard my computer just say no, there's nothing. There's no Logo Mans in here. So Dynasty Diamond Icons, that's where we're probably gonna see it. So if you guys want to rip that is gonna be available, I think Thursday this week. So get in on breaks on that.
Yeah,
and of course
we'll have them on YouTube. We'll have them on Fanatics Live. Maybe have them on Whatnot.
Probably
We're not
Whatnot
getting a ton of it, so
yeah. It's going to go fast.
Yeah.
So get in on it. And if you guys want to rip some high-end basketball, and of course, use promo code SKATE10. 10% off hockey breaks. Great week to use it. Series 2 hockey.
Shipping all base.
Ship it all
base.
That's what we pride ourselves on. We always ship that base. We always. Total 50 total uses on that, one per customer, and it's going to expire on Monday, March 9th. Skate 10% off hockey breaks. That's going to do it for the hype. Make sure to subscribe to Mojobreak Media on YouTube if you're not watching it, or if you're watching us, make sure to subscribe to us wherever you get podcasts. Just search Mojobreak for all of that. And we'll see you guys next time here on the hype.